Okay, good morning, Vox Days Amsterdam. Thank you so much for joining this talk. I would like to propose that we take a break from all the deep dive technical stuff, right? Because there's enough of that to go around on this conference. For the next 15 minutes, I just want to talk a bit about my two favorite things in the world and how I think these two fields come together. Kind of give you an insight in how my brain works, and perhaps you recognize some of it. So my name is Hanno, and the two favorite things in the world to me are making music, because I'm a singer and a musician, but also developing software, because I'm a software developer. And they seem like very two different things, but they may be more alike than you might think. I have put a list of verbs on the slide, and I can associate them all with software very easily. Right? Software can be created, developed, programmed. Some people say they craft their software. You can write software, publish software, produce software, and of course, in the end, we really want our software to be running, right? To be used. But the verbs also go very well with music. Music can be created, developed. When you're a DJ, you're effectively programming your music according to a certain pattern. You can craft music, write music, publish music, produce music. And when you go out for your morning run, you need running music, right? 165 beats per minute, otherwise it won't be synced to the step count that you have. I think the example shows music and software are very much alike, because to produce it, creativity is needed. We are not factory workers, right, who do just a tiny part of a conveyor belt process over and over again. We are craftspeople. We shape our product, we sculpt our product until we are happy with it. I think the same goes for software people and music people. So these are two favorite hobbies of mine. Now I have managed to turn one of them into a career. And during the talk you can make up your mind, which hobby is my career and which one is not, after you've heard the music and seen the software. But the bottom line is, I love it when music and software come together. Each time it happens, I feel like the happiest person on earth. So, in what ways do I see these two fields come together? Let's demonstrate one possible way with a code example. I came across this code example on social media some time ago, and it immediately made me very happy. In fact, because I'm a musician, I literally can't stop myself from singing along. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. So, thank you. Thank you. So, this talk is called a lightning talk, right? Which is another reason why the song that I just played is appropriate, because of this part, Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, you know how the song goes, right? We practice the song, every time 5 minutes before midnight on the final evening of the year, at least in the Netherlands. Here's another classic one from social media. Hey Jude, your make is bad. You should fix that compiler error. Remember to let it search the root path. Then you can start to make it better. Or if you simply hate the Beatles and prefer a different music genre. Douglas if the fall, Douglas if the fault, Douglas if the fall, long as import abstract, this do in break native public. Try for no private steady. Wild. Wild. I will admit that this is a geeky one, a bit over the top perhaps, because I have messed with the lyrics, as you could see. But why should we mess with the lyrics? Surely tons of popular songs can be applied to our software engineering field already without altering anything. So let's just embark on a small musical journey throughout a typical software development process. Because it will be fun, we're here anyway, and it will make me very happy. And who knows, maybe we will discover loads of songs that have been misinterpreted by the masses for years, because everyone seems to think that in the end, all songs are about love. But all these people are just wrong, because I think all songs are actually about software development, or at least the songs that I will perform for you today. So let's start out, and when we are starting out with software development, we need to gather requirements, of course. Now, whenever a product owner comes to me with some requirements, my music-addicted brain immediately goes, hey, slow it down. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, I'm afraid. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? And the requirements need to be refined, right? They are very rarely immediately clear. And I really like to help out with some refinement work, because when my product owner asks me about the status of the refinement work, I just can simply reply with, just don't give up, I'm working it out. So appropriate, I love it. Now suppose we have refined requirements, right? The story was made ready, we have a sprint backlog, it is placed there, that means we can start implementation. Now whenever I'm programming, a lot of songs just pop up in my head randomly, right? I'm calling a method called stop, my head immediately goes, hammer time. Can't touch this. You know, my head does this every single time. It's a bit like a reflex, because it happens instantly. It's a reflex. I can't really stop it. It's a reflex. I'm effectively a victim here. It's a reflex. Don't you feel a bit sorry for me? I can't even turn it off. Every time I'm doing some conditional logic, this happens inside my head. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. No idea if that method is going to be called, right? It can be different every single time. When I'm handling exceptions, today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I hope it's clear to you what you gotta do. You gotta handle the exception properly. Please handle your exceptions properly, people. Okay, so I've looked into this a bit, and this song inception thing, and it turns out I'm not the only geeky, loony one around here. Everyone has this ability in some way. Let's put it to the test. What does your brain tell you after hearing this? Turns out there are two types of people in the world. The ones who go, ice, ice, baby, and the ones who go, pressure. So we all have this in some way, right? If you were planning on laughing at me because I'm performing some stupid stuff and talking about my hobby, we all have this in some way. So we're among friends here, right? It's okay if songs pop up inside your head whenever you hear a certain intro or melody, or whenever you're working on code. Also, now you know what to do when, during a particularly nasty job interview, people ask you, can you perform under pressure, right? Pressure! I can perform under pressure. Moving on to the code. Whenever I write a switch statement, this happens to me. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Oh, make a wish, take a chance, make a change and break away. Now, let's assume at this point in time your code is pretty much done. Next step is version control, right? And we have to come up with good commit messages. I always use the lyrics for this song. Make a wish, take a chance, make a change. That's my favorite one. You can use it anywhere. Any commit makes a change effectively, right? So my coworkers are driven insane sometimes by me. Now we have to push our commits. And I'm quite certain everyone has a song for this. When you type git push and do enter, yeah? Yeah. Oh, push, right? Or if you're into the Scarface movie, push it to the limit. Past the point of no return. You know how it goes, right? When we have done our git pushes, then we have to start the debugging, of course, because nobody's perfect. So eventually some defects or bugs will be found in your code. And of course, the most question to ask yourself is not how to fix it, not how to replicate the circumstances. The most important question is what song will play inside your head when it happens, right? And I think this is the song that is most relevant. Every time I'm fixing some bugs, this happens inside my head. When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Yes, that's the bug fixing song. And of course, you also need a song that helps you during a debugging process, right? You're in the middle of a debugging process, using breakpoints here and there. And the best debugging song in my experience is by the same band, Coldplay. And the song is called The Scientist. Now, if you read these lyrics in a few moments, you will discover that they are so very accurate. I think in a past life, Chris Martin, lead singer of Coldplay, was a software developer. There's simply no other explanation. This is just written, these lyrics were written during a debugging session. Just listen here. First sentence already knocks it out of the park. I was just guessing at numbers and figures, pulling the puzzles apart. Questions of science, science and progress, don't speak as loud as my heart. Tell me you love me, come back and hold me. Oh, and I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing our tails, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be so hard. I'm going back to the start. And especially the final one, right? Happens a lot during debugging sessions. Going back to the start. Now we have fixed the bug. I usually use the bridge from Fix You to come up with a good commit message again. Tears stream down your face. Here's the commit message. I promise you I will learn from my mistakes. Okay, we're nearing the finish line. I feel like you folks deserve a word of appreciation because you've stuck with me for the past 14 minutes, which had some unconventional content in it, to say the least, for a software conference, right? So as a token of my appreciation, please accept the following musical poem. I call it For the Brave Souls. Now, for the brave souls who got this far, you are the chosen ones, our valiant knights who toil away without rest at software conferences to become better versions of yourselves. To you, kings and queens of men, I say this. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. I'm so sorry, couldn't help myself. Finally, all joking aside, when I deliver good software, all bugs fixed, and I've been reminded about a lot of songs in the process. I feel on top of the world every single time. I take it in, but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Waiting on this for a while now, while playing my dust to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take it with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. So folks, that's a few ways how music and software can come together. Combine your two favorite hobbies and you will have a lot of fun in life. Thank you so much. Enjoy the conference.